Good afternoon, everyone. I am Coach Bill again, coming in live here from Capitolio, Pasig City. I'm a certified life coach from Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs. Welcome po to Guru Connect Who of the Hour episode for teachers and professionals from the academy. We're doing this video series as a service to our community during this time of physical isolation due to COVID-19. And with me, my co-host, si Coach Ed. Hello po, Coach Ed.
Yes. Hi, Coach Bill, and to everyone that is watching and listening right now. So I really encourage you to share this because this is really one of the industry that you really want to connect with. So again, I am Coach Ed, also a change agent from the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs. The Guru Connect Who of the Hour is our initiative to connect with our fellow professional from the education industry. We connect to know what is their present situation, how our fellow teacher is responding, and the outcome being experienced in the present. Right, Coach Bill?
Yep, tama po yan. So before, alam ko na-excite, well, ako na-excite talaga yan, maybe some of our viewers out there. But before anything, for the information of many, Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs is based in Dallas, Texas, USA, with local presence through our 24/7 coaching hub at Pickup Coffee Republic located in PC Compound, Capitolio, Pasig City. We offer coaching on-demand services anytime of the day. Just connect through 0917-586-1661 or visit our Facebook page po, Life Coach Philippines. We also provide life coach certification classes for those interested to become to become a professional life coach tulad namin ni Coach Ed. Okay, Coach Ed, alam
Yes.
kong excited tayong lahat. Okay, sino ba yung
Moving
next?
on. Oo, before I really want to introduce itong ating Who of the Hour, I would like to give she's a pure-blooded Batangueña daw, which is adopted. This is the exact words that she mentioned. Adopted to the beautiful land or city of Quezon City right now. She is none other than Teacher Lanie from
Yes.
Batangas. Gusto natin siyang ibigay sa Batangas. Please, Teacher Lanie, please tell us more about your present situation and where are you experienced and what are your experience in physical isolation. So, Teacher Lanie, take it away.
Hi. Okay, thank you very much, Coach Will and Coach Ed, for having us here. Actually, I watched the two previous interviews you had earlier, and I was really surprised because those two that you interviewed were actually people who are very close to my heart. Jen Sensei, the first one, is actually our incumbent president of our association, the Filipino Nihongo Teachers Association. And the second one is Maria Cañete Sensei, actually my vice president for 2019 to 2020. No? So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm a pure-blooded Batangueña. And currently, I'm residing here in Quezon City. I've been paying my taxes here in Quezon City, so I'm adopted daughter of Quezon City.
Adopted talaga.
But of course, sometimes I cannot hide really my being Batangueña because it resurfaces from time to time. I work in Japan for quite some time. After coming back here in the Philippines, I don't want to tell you what year is that. So it's like, it was time immemorial. I've been teaching, So, and then after coming back here in the Philippines, I became one of the language specialists in one of the government agencies here in Metro Manila. And from then on, I'm basically hopping from one university to another. Name universities in Metro Manila, I taught there. So, So it's like really a very good experience to me. After some time, I decided to put up my own language school. So right now, I'm managing my own. Yeah, it's a very humble training center wherein we cater Japanese language. Not only that, we also teach English, Korean, and Chinese to our clientele.
Wow.
Yes.
And also, actually, my advocacy really is not only to focus on the language, but basically to produce teachers to teach the language. So I have training courses for teachers who are non-education, by profession, those who do not have any background in teaching the language, because I saw the demand, because some of the teachers who are teaching the language basically are not coming from education sector. So my advocacy was really to, introduce them the pedagogies, the methodologies, of the teaching profession. And I think, time and again, I've been saying this even to all my mentees and all my cohorts, that speaking the language and learning the language are two different things. That's two different skills. Not anyone that can speak the language can teach the language as well. So I am here to help them to become, to at least polish their skills in teaching the language. So right now, I'm connected in Polytechnic University of the Philippines. I'm one of their professors. And I'm enjoying my teaching stint there, because it's a really new experience to me. Teaching in a state university is really different from teaching in a private institutions, wherein there are a lot of challenges for the teachers, for the cohort. So I'm really, blessed, that still, even though we are quarantined, I'm still doing my usual stuff. Actually, I don't want to offend anyone, but I think my being introvert is really resurfing now in this time of pandemic. Why? Because for the last 20 years, maybe, of my career, I've been juggling my time, working, teaching, and studying, because I'm currently taking my doctorate degree in UST. And I really don't know what is that to have a break. So that's why this pandemic really challenged me personally to really slow down. Slow down. Because I am working 12 hours in a day for 7 days in a week. I don't have any. So this 1 month quarantine is not bad, really, for me, because I really appreciate that we're all humans. Sometimes you need to really slow down. And that really gives me an impression that, we can always see the better side.
Wow, galing. Actually, gustong-gusto, one of the, yung mga sinabi niyo po kayo na yung isa sa mga nag-capture sa akin is really, you're teaching people para makapagturo. So like, correct me if I'm wrong, ang pagkakaguess ko din siya, really you're trying to duplicate yourself. Ika nga, parang ganun ko siya naintindihan. And then, it's ang ganda, beautiful. Ma'am Lanie, my question is, sinabi mo, you're talking about, may nakikita kang a good side, better side of you with regarding ngayon sa quarantine na meron tayo ngayon. Can you share to us, ano yung recent discovery nyo kay Lanie Garcia right now?
Alam mo, Coach Bill, I was really surprised and flabbergasted kasi I don't know that I have that side. For the last year, together with my husband and my daughter, nabuhay kami sa fast foods. Can you imagine? I don't cook. I don't cook, really. So here comes the pandemic, and it taught me really how to cook. So, because I don't have any other choice. I need to serve my family nice and warm food. So, thank you to YouTube kasi it's really useful. I think I really outsource all the platforms that the internet and the social media has for me to be able to learn cooking, because I'm only an editor. I'm not a cooking master, but now I learn how to cook, and I really appreciate it. Sometimes it's like a stress reliever to me. Parang it gave me a new avenue that outside the teaching career, teaching profession will, is kind of a little bit brighter, even though amidst this pandemic.
Ang galing, no, Coach Bill. Nga pala, Teacher Lanie, I'm from PUP din. I've took up business Bachelor of Business Teachers Education or BBTE during my time. Kaya parang bago ako nag-shift ng computer engineering, and I really appreciate yung time kasi ang daming estudyante po sa PUP at this moment. And
true.
dahil po natuturo kayo doon, what's the great ito yung mga adjustment because dahil sanay po kayo mag-work, 'di ba? Sabi niyo ilang hours a day. Ano yung mga adjustment that you have gone through at this moment during the enhanced quarantine?
Of course, now the biggest challenge really is, how to continue teaching despite this crisis, right? And we are all outsourcing the use of internet, the use of social media in this time, right? Well, actually, the problem really is the big challenge for all the Filipinos. The question really is: are we really ready for online teaching? Are we the Philippines really are ready? Is it ready for the online teaching? Because in UST we have the cloud campus, wherein there is also difficulty in penetrating the website, especially if you have a large group. No, if you also have a large group, but of course, the challenge really is how do you mend? How do you address the problem even though we have poor connections, no? So kaya nga there are things that we need to polish first, no, before saying that online teaching will be really a success for all of us. But then if you are a teacher, you are more resourceful than other. All right. So in education, we have this what we call flipped classroom. Sir, Coach Ed, you're a graduate of education. No, you're not graduate, but you
nag-shift ko. Yeah, shifted. Yeah.
We have this called a setup wherein we call it flipped classroom, wherein prior to the teaching and learning process, so you give out your materials, your modules to your students, and then the cohorts will be the one to learn on their own. So when here comes the actual learning process, they have an idea on what you are talking about. Okay, so we call it classroom. And then we also have you can actually learn Japanese via YouTube. There's a lot of platforms for us to really learn the language. No, if you want to become very good in listening, very good in speaking, and you wanted to improve your skills in learning the language, we have a lot of opportunity. I've been telling this to my students because in a country wherein Japanese is not even a third or fourth language, it will be a very a struggle on our end to really become master at least the language. Unlike in other countries wherein it's been part of their lives, no? But here in the Philippines, the far cry would be, the battle cry of the teachers would be, how will the students learn, no? If they only learn from the four corners of the classroom. So our responsibility as students would be learning it outside. No? So I know you will agree with me because learning a language is not really an easy path. Really. So there are people that language is not for them. There are people that are rather than linguistic competence, they have this manipulative competence. And if we're talking about multiple intelligences, we're not only talking academically good. You're not academically good only.
Powerful.
Because to garner the multiple intelligences, we can consider people who are musically inclined, people who are kinesthetically inclined, that are geniuses as well. So the greatest challenge is, to inspire everyone, to inspire my cohorts, to inspire our viewers that learning a language will not be an easy task. But if you are really, into it, your dedication, your passion, because this is a skill, and skill should be harnessed from time to time, right? So you outsource because there's a lot of opportunity for us to learn it.
Ang galing noon, Teacher Lanie, kasi ito I'd really come into my head right now na learning how to speak is just one part, and learning to teach that kind of language is a different part. And gusto ko yung sinabi mo, Coach, na hindi lang natin sila kinukulong sa four corners, but you will have it, parang you need to have it on practice in different aspect. na pwede mo siyang ituro sa isang mga awit, pwede mo siyang ituro sa isang poet, or sa iba-ibang artist pa, or iba-ibang field na nga no, parang I came to that realization na there's a lot of opportunity of how can you teach a single language, which is Nihongo, in very, very creative way. Oo, Coach Bill, ang galing, no?
Galing. Ako, yung question ko ngayon, Ma'am Lan, is, can you bring us back dun sa moment wherein you decided na, kailangan ko, gusto kong magturo ng Nihongo? Like, what's the defining question na tinanong mo sa sarili mo? Or like, paano kayo nag-come out na gusto ko na magturo? Parang ganun. Like, can you bring us to that moment, Ma'am Lan?
Okay, I'm going to bring you back to the memory lane. When I was in grade 3, I have this
memory lane talaga.
Teacher. Yeah, when I was in grade 3. So I used to play with my cousins outside every Sunday, and I am the teacher. I have my own blackboard, I have my own chalkboard, and I teach all my cousins and my siblings na, for example, learning how to spell out English, vocabulary, something like that.
Wow.
And fast forward to my high school days, when I was in second year high school, I decided to become a catechist. Are you familiar with the catechism?
Catechist. Nakalimutan ko na. I heard it somewhere.
It's like, teaching religion.
Yes.
I became one of the catechists in our school. Religion subject to some of the schools in Tanawan. So from then on, I have that premonition that I really wanted to become a teacher. Though my mother was actually a frustrated teacher because she really wanted to become a teacher. So I fulfilled the dream that she did not fulfill. So after that, I took education, and God has been very good to me because He gave me opportunity to work in Japan. And I realized how respectful, how nice the people of Japan, the tradition. When you go to Japan, it's like you are in a different place. It's like a fusion of a contemporary and a traditional world, wherein you have that, you still keep the tradition. Well, I cannot say that we do not keep it here in the Philippines. But the problem mainly in the Philippines is we are very multiracial. We have a lot of groups and religion. So it's like, we are not really homogeneous. So so unlike them, they really like that. I want, there come a point in my life that I really wanted to become a Japanese in my next life.
Wow.
So because they are very nice people, they are very respectful, at napapahiya ka na maging mayam ka in Japan. And that makes me humble. Now, yung humility doon sa experience na yun. Na the beauty of teaching the language is that you do not only teach the language, you also teach the culture. Because you cannot divorce one from the other. Because the two coalesce. You cannot see the alpha and the omega actually when you teach the language. It's like really the question of who comes first? Is it the chicken or the egg? So it's somehow like it's very nice to know that a teacher teaching a language, particularly Japanese language, you tend to teach them and share them the culture of Japanese people. So from then on, and siguro I have also that blood na we have this word in Japanese na hataraki sugi, workaholic. Workaholic, no? That yung hindi ka matatali nang wala kang ginagawa. So I think I have that, no, na I don't want to settle na ganito lang. During my rest time, I read. Parang feeling ko I am being unproductive if I do not have books with me. So that's why I really love to teach it, because of the culture. I think it has something to do with the culture of the people. Because if you don't want the culture of a particular language you are teaching to your cohorts, that will be very difficult and a struggle to you. No? I don't want the culture, but yet I'm teaching the language. I think that will be the biggest challenge for you.
Yeah.
I feel, mafe-feel ko yung authenticity ng pagtuturo. Like, if yun yung hugot
Yes.
talaga. I mean, that's how I understand. Wow, thank you. Oh, galing ha.
Kanina kasi Teacher Lanie, ganyan-ganyan din yung yung kay Teacher Maria. Sinasabi niyang para daw siyang tunaw or maguru. Sinabi niya, kapag daw hindi nakakagalaw, parang mamamatay at a certain moment. And
I feel her.
Oo Kaya sabi ko nga, parang these teachers are really advancing in different aspect Kasi, at this moment in time, you're discovering something new about cooking, plus you still do advancing in terms of reading. Kasi doctorate ako at this moment in time sa US, which is, kung titignan natin, it's masyado pong madami. At that, dahil po sa preparation na ginagawa and sa understanding, ano po kaya yung outcome, Teacher Lanie, ano yung outcome na gusto mong makita after this COVID-19? After all the things that you have learning, after all the things that you're advancing, and after all the things that you are doing right now, ano po yung gusto niyo makitang outcome?
Alam mo, Coach Ed and Coach Bill, my greatest fear really is when this pandemic ends, what will happen to us? I mean, are we returning to our own respective lives the same way as before? That would be the question. It's like you are reborn in an era, in a new timeline, wherein for that 1 month of quarantine, you learn so much, not only to yourself, but to the entire Filipino community. Because my heart goes out to all our fellow Filipinos, fellow kababayans who are those that are marginalized people. My heart goes out to them because comparing to myself, I am quite lucky. I am luckier because I'm inside my home, warm and comfy. I can cook. I can still educate myself on my own. But how about our kababayans who are trying to make ends meet without the pandemic, and yet kinulong sila sa bahay nila, wherein they do not have choice at all but really to follow the rules of the government, to follow our particularly our president. I mean, it's quite a struggle, right? But of course, idol ko si Catriona kasi and she's very bright in saying that at the end of the tunnel we can always see the rainbow. I mean, in every struggles, in every crisis, no, that we are going through, I think God is telling us something. God is telling us something that perhaps you slow down. You slow down, you try to meditate and self-evaluate. That after this, you will be emerging as a new person, and hopefully, you can carry on the lessons and the experiences that you had during this crisis. I think, and applying all those experiences will make a big difference in our lives. Perhaps not only in academic sector, but of course to our kababayans, that life is good. After this, God has been good to us kasi we surpassed the challenge God gave us. And I think for my students, this is the hardest time for us. For the last 40 years of my life here in the world, I mean, this is the first time that we were contained in our own houses, in our respective homes. And there are a lot of things to be done. We can always outsource social media to spread good news, to spread inspiration, not negativity. That's why I don't post anything at all in social media that will conspire negativity among our friend list, no? Kasi nakaka-frustrate na ang nangyayari. And we still, parang we still add to that injury na somehow hindi tayo nakatulong. But hindi tayo nakatulong, pero nakapag-create ka pa ng flame para magkaroon ng negativity. I think marami akong natutunan sa quarantine. And it's like, a life-changing experience for me. And I will be thanking the Lord for for, at least giving one opportunity for 1 month. I will be returning back to my normal life after this. And God gave me this opportunity to really have self-reflection. And I
Yes.
think hindi lang ako. Hindi lang
Oo.
ako. Nasa academic sector, nasa educational sector, they've been have this self-meditation for so long, for 1 month. And I
Yeah.
think still, yeah. We can see the
Yeah.
silver lining, and I
Silver
quote,
Hinihintay ko yung silver lining talaga.
Oo katriwaw na po. Pero
Yeah,
yun,
galing.
galing no, Teacher Lanie, kasi your heart is really pouring out. Ako Coach Bill, and to our audience, and the institute where we are representing, alam mo, Teacher Lanie, that's our heart as well. Kaya for those who are asking, bakit ba namin ginagawa yung Go of the Hour? Kasi we believe that there is a person like Teacher Lanie who's really willing to partake or share whatever she has right now.
Yes.
Kesa dumagdag tayo sa negativity, let's talk about something life. Let's talk about life at its fullest, even in the corner of our space right now, which is nasa bahay tayo. And Teacher Lanie, I'm really learning a lot, not only technical,
Yes.
but hindi lang
The
academic.
wisdom. Yeah.
The wisdom of how things are flowing to you right now in this given moment. Na lalong gustong-gusto ko yung heart mo doon sa advocacy mo, Teacher Lanie, na you want to teach teachers. Kasi you for me, yung mga katulad ng mga teachers na ganun, yung ginagawa niyo po is the frontliners of our virtual world. And behalf of every person who's receiving teaching, maraming salamat po for wonderful heart. Ako, even I'm not your student, pero yung teaching na binigay niyo sa akin at this moment in time, and being a certified life coach with Coach Bill up there, sobrang sulit. Coach Bill, do you have anything to say?
Same rin. Maybe kaya nga rin talaga natin ginagawa ng ganito. Of course, yung specific message, every person na na-interview natin, meron talagang unique message. And somewhere out there, merong isang tao talaga nangangailangan ng message na to. And who knows, kapag narinig niyo yung message ni Ma'am Lanie, anong empowerment na marireceive ng tao na yun. And, diba? And saka yung nakikita natin sa Facebook, maybe sa balita. Ako lang na to, I might be wrong. Try natin tumingin sa ibang perspective ba? Like, ano ba talaga yung story naman ng ibang tao? So we have this, of the hour every day to ginagawa. And nakikita natin, paano sila nakakapag, cope up from the teachers, from peer, and then we have kids. Ini-interview natin yung kids. And yes, I don't know. I feel so joyful lang talaga kayo. Thank you, Ma'am Lanie. Thank you.
It sparks hope kasi tama yung question niya, Bill, na paano tayo babalik talaga after this quarantine?
Yeah,
I'm getting started na nga. Sabihin natin, okay, maliligo ko, papasok ko sa office, but really, how does it impact us emotionally, mentally? Kaya as a life coach, Teacher Lanie, ang advocacy naman namin talaga is to really help those people to be on shape to keep the sanity ongoing in spite of this pandemic. Yun po talaga yung heart namin, and we are connecting with your heart kasi ang laki po ng passion nyo of doing the same thing sa mga teachers naman po.
Galing.
So, ayun. So, Coach Bill.
And I want to congratulate the both of you for, being in this kind of profession. Kasi in this time, we do not need academic scholars at all. We need someone who can listen to us, who can listen, by heart. And I think yung ginagawa niyong dalawa is not really because of monetary equivalence, but because we really wanted to help people. And that's what the world needs right now.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you po. Ma'am Lanie, for example, final question ko na to. For example, bukas COVID-free na tayo, mababalita sa TV. Ano yung pinaka-first thing na gagawin ni Ma'am Lanie?
Yan.
Wow, COVID-free na tomorrow. Gagawa ako ng banner sa FB. I will say, thank God, we're COVID-free. Na God has given us another life. And we are reborn. So siguro make the most out of our, the life, that God gave us, And hopefully, dumating tayo sa point na ganun. We're always, praying for that. Na sana mahil ang mundo. The world will be healed. And, I still have that faith in humanity kasi because it brings out the good in us. kapag mga ganito. We have that bayanihan. And it's not being bad to be a Filipino. When we say we do not have a good government, we do not say we have poor people or not we do not have good people, right? Because in our heart we are still good people.
Yes.
That's why
Yes.
we still restore that faith in humanity.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So,
Go, Coach
sobra.
Ed.
Coach Lanie, personally, Coach, because I believe that you're in a QC, we really would love to connect with you once we are COVID-free. We would like to really
Yes.
invite you to pick up and have a coffee with us and to really
Oh, wow.
see what we can work on sa industry nyo ngayon to really help on, because nakikita namin yung need to really just to culturalize the teaching that you are in. And I believe in the space of a life coach, we are capable and we believe in the hope of humanity in the teachers level as well, that we can when we collab, kasi we do love collaboration, different industry, that when we do collab, great things may happen. Kasi so far po, and maybe you can be one of our certified life coaches as well in the future, who
Oh,
knows.
I would love that.
Yes.
Teacher Lanie, na we have, and I believe in your heart that's really one of the qualification of being a life coach. And really, ako personally, Coach Bill, I'm so excited ma-meet kayo, Coach Teacher Lanie.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be Coach Lanie.
Ako rin. Yeah.
Sometime.
With that.
Yes po. Yes po.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, you still, it's a date after COVID-19. Go.
So, ayun. And
Go, Coach Ed.
declaring kanina kasi Teacher Lanie, we hear you declare, and as we continue as a child of God, as a believer, and at this point, I would like to really declare healing in every space that we have, in schools, in places, in barangays, in different parts of the world, that may God's presence be felt more than the virus. Kasi we are moving on the corona shift. We are doing that as well. That the throne belongs to the God that we really truly serve. That this is just a part of that things that we are a season that we are going in. But as we move in one faith, we believe that God will continue to heal our land after we receive everything.
Yes.
And Coach Bill, may tuturo ka, di ba?
May tuturo tayo. Ma'am Lanie, kasi di ba may social distancing, pero ako personally, like, it's physical distancing lang naman, hindi lang tayo masyado nakakapag-shake hands, right?
Yeah.
So may tuturo kami ni Coach Ed na parang how to express love kapag may makasalubong kang tao. So gagawin ko natin to, kamay. Yan. So sasabihin natin love, bomb, boom.
Boom.
Boom. Like, parang papasabugin mo siya dun sa direction kung tama siya. Like, okay.
So,
sabay po, mabilis. Dalawa. Love, bomb, boom.
Boom.
Isa pa. 1, 2, 3, go. Love, bomb,
boom.
Maraming salamat po.
Teacher Lanie.
Thank you.
Thank you. And God bless you. Continue your work, your passion, and hope to see you both soon, the soonest possible.
We will.
Yes.
Kasama din si
Thank you po.
Garcia.
Bye-bye.
God bless. Bye-bye.